I just opened up a $5 million Bitcoin long position. And in this video, I want to be exactly explaining you where I will be taking my profits, where I will be going double down on my position, and of course, why I think it is going to be going much higher from off this point. Because honestly, it is looking very obvious right now for Bitcoin that we're going to be seeing a bounce right here. And of course, I am aggressively taking positions of this data right here. So of course, this and much more will be getting discussed on today's update video. So don't forget to once again watch this video till the end, slap off that like button back above 1,000 likes, and let me jump straight away into towards today's update video. So first of all, yes, I really think Bitcoin is looking very strong right now of this moment of time, because yes, we of course created that inverse head and shoulders pattern, the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, and the neckline, of course, which got us rejected every single time, where we broke above of here in the beginning of July, is right now getting retested. And actually, every single time we retest such a level, and you can see it's a very important level of resistance that before provided rejections for over 200 days is now getting retested. And this is, of course, the level I want to be aggressively scaling towards my long positions. Of course, also, if I'm purely going to be looking at a horizontal level of support, I can see that the level between 109 to about 108,000 US dollars is also a very big level of horizontal support. So that is the level where I will be going double down on my positions. But already, I think Bitcoin is going to be having a strong reaction from off this level, because of course, we've been analyzing the seasonality of Bitcoin for quite a long time here. And of course, it clearly looks like we have about 2 months left here in this Bitcoin bull market. And usually in this last period of the cycle, of course, which we're right now entering after the very boring consolidation in the summer, where volatility is usually very low, and of course, clearly has been low this cycle as well. We are expecting, of course, that we're going to get the final move for Bitcoin. And of course, everything is pointing towards a final 2 months of very strong Bitcoin price action. But of course, after that, we should be starting to get a little bit more worried about the Bitcoin price action, obviously, right? Still, the M2 money supply is still increasing. That is, of course, one of the most important things we should be looking at. We do know that in September, we're going to get a bigger correction on the global money supply. So then maybe we could be expecting a bigger correction for Bitcoin. But that is, of course, exactly aligning with the end part of the Bitcoin cycle. So I'm very excited to, of course, do all this analysis. And of course, that is why I am currently in my Bitcoin long position. But I remain to be also hold open my Ethereum trade, because I do believe a big rotation towards Ethereum is still going to come at the end stage of the cycle. Of course, the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin chart has never looked more bullish than it is currently doing. I mean, this exact most important level of resistance is once again getting retested for the third time. And the more times you're going to knock on a certain door, the more likely it is going to be you're going to be breaking it. And of course, if we break this level, I do believe we're going to be running all the way up here towards this next high, which is about 15% higher than this current ongoing moment. And I currently have it, of course, an insane deposit bonus that is going to be expiring in 2 days, where you can claim a free $1,000 Ethereum trade. All you have to do is go to the first link in today's video description, sign up an account right now. And of course, after you did so, you only need to download the application, log in over there. And if you have done so, guys, you can get a free $1,000 Ethereum position. And on top of that, you can get some insane other big Ethereum deposit bonuses by, of course, only depositing some funds on the exchange here. So make sure to already sign up an account using that first link in today's video description. And after that, you can check it out on the rewards page what else you can claim here. But there are deposit bonuses up to $30,000 available right now here. But of course, for Bitcoin, it is really looking very obvious, right? We are seeing a lot of liquidity being piled up above us. We're seeing this inverse head and shoulders getting created. And of course, most of the charts right now are starting to see a little bit of a trend reversal with a higher low right now here. Of course, we're still trading ultimately in that downtrend, but this is, of course, a level where I am betting Bitcoin is going to be seeing a strong bounce from here, where Bitcoin is going to be seeing a very strong bounce from. Ultimately, on the weekly time frame, we are starting to create some bearish divergence, but as long as we hold this daily upper sloping support line, and especially this horizontal level of support, I remain to be the trend is going to be going on for Bitcoin. And yeah, ultimately, my price target also for my trade is going to be $137,000, which I also believe is going to be the top for this Bitcoin bull market. And of course, I don't think we're going to get a similar brutal bear market like 2022 or like 2017, but I do think we're going to get a sustained period of downward sloping trend for the Bitcoin price action. And I mean, you never know what's going to be happening. Maybe there's going to be a global meltdown. And of course, just like last times around as well here, whenever we have a global recession or anything else, Bitcoin tends to take a hit as well here. So I'm expecting something like that is going to be happening. And of course, I still remain to be long on Ethereum because I do believe Ethereum is going to be outperforming as well. And guys, if you already signed up an account using the link below, you can also join my free private Telegram here, which you can also find in the second link in today's video description. In this group here, I will share my trades, updates on my trades, and much more detailed trading setups, etc., etc. So make sure to join it already. It's extremely valuable. Ethereum, at the same time as well, is seeing this major downward sloping resist line on the monthly time frame right now getting retested as support. And honestly, it can't be looking any better right now for Ethereum. I mean, also on the daily time frame, we yesterday, of course, and the day before, saw a very strong reaction on the price action on Ethereum. And just like I mentioned before here, it is going to be outperforming Bitcoin very heavily if we do break this high right here. And of course, if that happens, it's going to be ultimately very great here. And I mean, the entire market, like you can see over here, looks like it's going to be exploding because the Bitcoin dominance right now is, of course, getting rejected by this major downward sloping resist line. This is, of course, the exact level where I will be paying closely attention towards. And yet, Bitcoin is also creating that power of three pattern, which we have seen many times before here on different time frames. And it always tends to be playing out like this here. So I am betting heavily on a continuation higher. I believe it's going to be happening. It's exactly aligning with the seasonality of Bitcoin, of the entire market. So guys, this was it for me in today's update video. There's nothing else I've got to talk about. If something important is going to be happening, of course, you know I will be jumping back on the channel. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.